teacher.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tower of Babel Podcast. This is our Halloween episode. I am Rocky Guerrero.
I'm Lauren.
And
I'm Addison.
Addison is one of our teachers, and she's also my sister. And so today we're going to be talking a little bit about Halloween. If you guys have never been here before, Tower of Babel is an English institute in Cochabamba, Bolivia, and we use this as a way to be able to give our students a little bit more of extra resources and stuff like that, listening to some native speakers speaking to themselves. Mm-hmm. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So today's topic for our cultural connection, which is... You've never done this before, but you've watched it. But the cultural connection is where we're talking about the differences and similarities in cultures between mainly the United States and Bolivia. So, Halloween. Do you like Halloween?
I do like Halloween. It's super fun. I don't really know much about Halloween in Bolivia. Halloween is our dad's birthday, so we usually just do like a party at the house. So, in Bolivia, I don't really know. I'm interested to see what Halloween's like. This will be my first Halloween, kind of like seeing what it's like in Bolivia. But in the States, it's fun. I like to dress up. I love kids, so my favorite thing is to hand out candy to the little kids that knock on the door.
That's your favorite part?
I love this.
That's so
Yes, because I am always like, oh my gosh, look, you're so adorable.
What's the coolest kid's costume you've ever seen on a trick-or-treater?
Coolest? I
Or
don't
like
know.
your
I
favorite?
usually am drawn to like the little girls when they're all like princessy. I think it's really cute. I don't remember any like cool ones though. They're all just adorable and I just love doing it. That's by far my favorite.
That's cute.
Well, you lived in Chicago.
Yes.
I never asked you about Halloween in Chicago. Is Halloween in Chicago cool?
It's less cool than in Montana because it's so where I lived were like the suburbs. Uh-huh. So most kids didn't actually trick or treat.
Oh.
Really?
And also COVID changed a lot with Halloween.
What years were you there?
2022 to 25.
Okay. So it was like just right after post-COVID, so people were doing...
But I think COVID in general changed Halloween. I think in most states, they'd switched from doing like door-to-door trick-or-treating to like trunk-or-treat.
Right.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that now that you say it, but you're going to have to explain what
trunk-or-treat?
Yeah, explain.
Okay, so
Can you explain trick-or-treat? Yeah. And then can you explain trunk-or-treat?
Trick-or-treat is a classic. I think a lot of Bolivians know now because it's becoming more popular doing it here from what our friends have told us. But you put on a costume and you just go door to door, which is also, I feel like, harder here because everyone has walls around their house. But you just go knock on someone's front door, they open it and you say, trick-or-treat, and they give you candy. And then you leave to the next house. And you just go traipsing through the neighborhoods all night.
So that is your, like, traditional, what you do on Halloween?
Yeah, that's the classic.
Okay. And then, post-COVID, it changed to trunk-or-treat. What's that?
Trunk-or-treat is usually businesses, not generally like families, but normally businesses will have a car and they like literally open the trunk and then they'll have a sign that says like trunk-or-treat and kids will line up in front of the car and just be like they'll still say trick or treat.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of grab candy. It's not nearly as fun.
Small scale.
Well,
yes.
You said like companies do this. Is it usually companies or like
small businesses usually will do it.
I think a church in Laurel used to do it.
A church
among like their community, you know.
Yeah.
And so hearing this for the first time, I would assume like there's one car.
Yeah, generally for like so.
Really?
But not for the whole city.
Okay.
Obviously, like different businesses. I know from experience, I worked at a daycare, and the daycare did a trunk or treat in front of their business.
Oh.
And so kids would go around, like in Laurel, which is where we're from. Like I know churches would do trunk or treat, and then kids would just parents would more often drive the kids to the locations that they had trunk or treat instead of walking around the neighborhood.
And that's kind of for like what age groups?
I'd say, I don't know, Lauren, would you say? Probably generally like as soon as they can walk.
Yeah.
So like 3.
Maybe
but even up to like probably 13 maybe.
Yeah.
3 to like 13.
Yeah. But even the kids will the parents will dress their little toddler, like babies up.
Yeah, and
but they'll just hold them.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
So We went from traditional trick-or-treating, which is like, okay, you walk around your neighborhood and you go ring people's doorbells, say trick-or-treat, and then get candy, to now maybe just being driven to different locations that are mainly businesses that do trick-or-treating. I know that sometimes like malls and stuff will have bigger trunk-or-treats where like, okay, you'll invite a bunch of people and like a big parking lot, which we talked about with Piper, about how absolutely massive the parking lots are, is like, then from there, sorry, I'm going to move the mic. It's going to be loud for a second. I keep on looking at there we go. Okay. So, and so those massive parking lots might have like maybe 10 cars all in one location, and you just kind of go from car to car and you're done.
Yeah. That's pretty, in Chicago, in the suburbs at least, mostly trick-or-treating. Most kids don't. Unless you're in like a very rich neighborhood, then kids will still trick-or-treat.
Well, I was almost assuming like, because Chicago, I was like, oh, there's got to be way more trick-or-treaters.
No. And especially not in the city either.
So you think it's like more, it might be a small town thing that keeps the tradition alive of like,
probably,
let's walk around to our neighbors.
Yeah. Just because it's safer.
Yeah. I guess when you think about trick-or-treating, you don't think about like big city and like knocking on apartment doors.
It doesn't work.
You think about like the classic like walking door to door, like in a suburb.
Although that does sound killer. Just hit one apartment building and you're done.
The thing is, like, adults don't even hand out candy anymore, though.
That's sad.
Because it's shifted from trick-or-treating to trunk-or-treating, no one even has candy. Like, if kids do try to trick-or-treat, they'll knock on doors and no one's answering.
Well, tell us.
So then they stop.
How do you know which houses to go up to, though?
The ones that are heavily decorated.
Really decorated, and
the lights are on.
And
the lights are on.
Yeah.
So outside, because none of the houses have walls, you can see their main front door.
Yeah.
And it's like tradition, if the light is on, it's called the porch light, right?
The porch light, yeah.
If the porch light is on, they're giving candy, and if it's not, they're not.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Well, so that's kind of where it's like in the United States. In Bolivia, believe it or not, it's actually getting closer to the trunk or treat thing. So, because all of the houses have walls in here, there's certain places, and it's usually schools, they will actually host like Halloween events on Halloween, where it's usually like, okay, this entire school will come in and like we'll have an event where like, oh, we give out candy and stuff like that. It's becoming a little bit more common, but Halloween isn't super celebrated down here in Bolivia in general. I was talking with my class about it, and I was like, so like, are you guys excited for Halloween? And they were like, yeah, I'm just gonna like stay home. I was like, so tell me, have you guys ever like gone out trick-or-treating? And they're like, no, like we know what it is, but it's just like no one really does it because of just how different that culture is.
Which is interesting, because I also asked Janine yesterday. I was like, as a kid, did you ever trick-or-treat or do anything? She said no. I was like, it was just interesting. I feel like that was like a critical part of my childhood. Was like dressing up and going trick-or-treating. You guys, I feel like since your dad's birthday is on Halloween, it was always like a costume party like at the house. Did you guys go trick-or-treating much?
I can remember in the U.S. going one time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we're probably thinking of the same time. Too.
Did we go together though?
It was you, me, and our sister Alyssa. Yeah.
But I feel like there was like a cousin or something there. Like not a real cousin, like Amanda or
Maybe.
I don't remember. But usually, do you go alone or would you go in groups?
Oh, 100% in groups. You don't go alone.
No.
If you go in groups, you can just go with like just kids, depending on the age group, really. Because like if you're like 13, you can go. Your parents will let you go. But most time it's families. If you're seeing trick-or-treaters, it's like the little kids will go up to the door, knock, and the parents will be like behind them, like a little bit further behind. And they're usually dressed up too, which is so cute.
It's so cute. They're like waiting back on the sidewalk, like with their own costume.
Well, let's pivot. What other Halloween traditions are there? What do you do on Halloween? I can think of a couple. But you got like carving pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
But even before carving pumpkins, what do you do?
I'm thinking of like corn mazes.
Corn mazes, going to pick the pumpkins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people either go to pick their pumpkins or go to like Walmart and grab
just get them from the big
That's
thing.
less fun though.
It is less fun.
But the corn maze is pretty, I feel like that's a classic. The original, and then like a scary corn maze.
Yeah. But if you're in a rural place, like a small town, they're gonna have some sort of corn maze or pumpkin patch.
Absolutely.
In the cities, I bet you're just going to Walmart to get it, or there might be like a car, like how like at Christmas they like set up like Christmas tree posts. There might be like a pumpkin post.
Yeah, I guess like in Chicago, like the city,
Yeah.
you just go to like any kind of grocery store
Yeah,
and just get a pumpkin. But the people that want to like go pick their pumpkins, you have to go out to the suburbs.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Even where I lived, it was still like a 30-minute drive to the closest.
That's crazy.
And you lived in the suburbs.
And I lived in the suburb, but it was
still an hour and a half out of Chicago.
I was an hour from Chicago.
An hour from Chicago, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so you carve the pumpkin into different shapes and stuff, and then what do you do with the pumpkin?
Put it out on your front porch.
Put it on
your stairs, usually, if there's stairs.
Put a candle in it or something like that. Do people use like LED candles now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that they can just stay on. You don't have to
That's
light a candle.
It doesn't burn anything. It
Yeah.
just like sits in there. They even have ones that flicker. So it looks like a real candle in there.
That's nice.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So there's pumpkin patches where you go to pick out your own pumpkins, which is literally just a farm.
Yeah.
They're like, here, come
grow
on,
pumpkins.
do the labor for us and pay us.
Yep.
But they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
And you get to choose.
Kind of expensive.
Is it
Because
really?
you have to pay for like the attraction of it. Because you'll go on like a hay ride usually.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's usually like an entrance, and then you pay by pound.
Yeah.
So if you get a big pumpkin, it's gonna be expensive, but you could get the little ones too.
I always
less
like the
expensive.
tiny little ones.
Really?
That you can find at Walmart or something. You just like.
We always try to get the biggest one. We have competition.
I like carving the really big ones, but I just like to hold the
they're
tiny
cute.
little ones.
Yeah. Super fun.
Let's see. There's some other stuff that you do on Halloween. Like, one thing that Bolivia does right, and I know you guys both know this, is the amount of, like, haunted, like, scary park stuff. Like, all of the major parks around the city center host, like, Halloween events where you're getting scared and you're having to walk through
I didn't know
places.
that.
Mom never let us go.
They're probably like really scary here.
Yeah.
Because there's probably no rules of like you can't touch the people.
That was what we thought. Because in the U.S. you go to those corn mazes and they can like get right up close to you.
They can't.
But they
cannot
cannot
touch
touch you.
you.
Legally, they
You'll
can't.
get sued so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And here they're like probably
They like
Shake
grab
you
you.
down.
shake
they like
you.
grab you.
So scary.
I don't think
I
I'd
know.
want to go to one of those.
I couldn't even handle the ones where they can't touch you.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I think today Sharon and Piper, our intern and one of our teachers, are going to a haunted
Tonight?
thing tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I was told by I think Marita, one of our workers here. She said that because Piper is an extranjera, because she's not from here, they're gonna bother her so much.
Oh, yeah.
To try to scare her more.
100%.
But she likes. I hope that goes well for her.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Definitely.
No, it'll be scary for sure.
Yeah.
So Halloween thus far we have for kids trick or treating or trunk or treating, for kind of a family event going out to pick pumpkins, cutting up your jack o' lantern. What about like what do adults do?
Adults that don't have kids
Yeah.
probably will have some sort of like Halloween party,
Okay.
like at night.
just like a
I'd say like 20-year-olds,
Mm-hmm.
like 20 to 30-year-olds probably.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have kids, they'll probably all come over to like one of the friend group's house and have a costume party and drink and do games, and yeah, that's probably. I don't think they do anything else.
Right.
No.
And then if you have kids, you're going trick or treating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're almost obligated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't want your kids to miss out.
No, that'd be sad.
And then the like older age range. So like, once you're not at the age to like I don't know party or like go out anymore, what are you doing at that point when you're like older?
But if you don't,
if you don't have kids,
probably nothing.
I
I don't
imagine
know.
they stay home, watch a scary movie or something, and then pass out candy.
If trick or
they
treating,
do it.
If people are
if you live in
trick-or-treating.
a place that does that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's some people that are really against Halloween in the States.
Right.
So that's kind of touchy with some people.
That is true. There is a lot of people who are very against it, and then there's some people that are like, "This is my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
This is the best." Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of just the differences and similarities between Halloween here, Halloween there. Yeah. Okay. let's pivot over to Lauren's learning segment.
Yes.
What do you have for us today to teach us?
Okay. I'm bothering our corpse friend. Today, I'm kind of going off the dome. I wanted to do some Halloween vocabulary, some Halloween kind of things like that. So the first one I wanted to kind of get into is claw. Now, this is a verb and a noun. Just hearing this, what do you think this means?
Well, claw. We're talking about like a nail that's sharp.
Yes.
I thought of it the verb
Okay.
of like you're clawing something.
Exactly. And
Like
so
scratch.
like give me some like creatures or animals that you think of with having claws or of clawing something.
I thought of a bird.
A bird?
Yeah,
Aren't
like
those
an eagle.
talons?
Oh yeah, that's a talon. But that's what I thought of.
Oh, that works
I
out.
thought badger.
You guys both thought
That's
weird
super
animals.
weird. What is claw?
I was thinking about like cats or
Oh,
like
yeah.
werewolves and things, like creatures, you know. I feel like
Creatures.
creatures. I feel like in scary movies you always see like I think of like Wolverine or like Beauty and the Beast when he like like claws his portrait, you know, and you see the three like the claws.
Do that sounds like one more time. So, to claw, it can either be a noun, which is our thing, which is, you know, obviously a nail that's very sharp.
Yeah.
Or the action to use that nail
Mhm.
or nails to, like, scratch something, essentially.
Yeah. So you could say, for example, like we normally hear it with the phrase like razor sharp when we're talking about like scary things.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking about in Halloween stories for this
Mhm.
context.
Mhm.
So like you'll hear like I don't know the werewolf had razor sharp teeth and claws, right? And so like oh no that's scary,
Mhm.
and or you might hear like it clawed. I think about someone running away and like something claws at them.
Mhm.
So you can also claw at someone or you can just claw something.
Mhm.
So those are our uses of it.
All right.
Another one. I hope I spell this right. It's an IE one, so that's hard.
Yeah.
Shriek.
This is not Shrek.
Not Shrek.
Not Shrek.
Close. Shriek.
Okay.
So, if I just say that, Rocky, give me a wrong answer. If I just say, class, what does it mean to shriek? This again can be a noun or a verb.
If I were to hear that, I would go like, oh, it's something very gross, because you're like, shriek. Eek.
Shriek.
Eek.
I thought of the word like shrink
Oh.
because it's very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, shriek.
Like to get small.
Yeah. So, shriek is kind of like I would describe it as like a scream, but very high pitched. And so I won't do it here for everyone's ears who are listening, but think about like a really, really high pitched scream. That is very scary. And another one, I'll actually write this down with this, is the phrase blood curdling. This is full of a lot of imagery. Blood curdling. Could be a blood curdling scream, a blood curdling shriek. If I say that to you, so we all know what blood is, right? It's your blood. What does it mean to curdle? Explain that, one of you guys.
I actually don't. I can imagine curdled, but I actually don't know like what actually it is. You know?
Okay,
You know
Addison,
what
I actually don't know what it is.
think about like if your milk
Like
curdles.
milk?
Yeah.
I think it's just like when it like foams up and becomes rotten.
Yeah, it becomes rotten. When I think of curdle, I think of when milk gets like the chunks in it.
So like
'cause it's, like,
liquid
gross.
becomes like a
It like congeals almost and it
Okay.
gets like gross.
Congeals?
That's what it is.
I know, but that's
blood.
a crazy.
Yeah, so it's a gross concept, blood curdling. We refer to this as like a scream. Like think of like the bloody murder scream you hear in like all of the movies. That's a blood curdling shriek or scream because it's just you hear it and the theory is it makes your blood like get gross.
Well, you know when you get scared, you like
You
freeze
tense
Yeah.
up. Uh-huh.
and like you can feel like the hot blood
Yeah.
in you, and so I bet that's where like just kind of like blood curdling, like it
Yeah.
just makes you so. You don't use the word curdling a lot in day-to-day life. The two things that can be curdled, in my opinion, are milk and blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I don't
think of other than the phrase blood curdling scream, you don't really think of blood curdling.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's still a state. Like when you say blood curdling to any American, they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know what that is.
But in terms of other things, I think milk is the only other thing
Yeah.
I've heard that can be curdled.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time for another one?
Sure.
This is our last one. And I want Addison to give us an example.
Oh man.
I'm really putting you on the spot here.
Okay.
Our word is
Oh, I am not giving an example.
our word is cackle. What is a cackle?
It's an interesting type of laugh.
Okay. Who specifically might do this laugh? Like around
does-
Halloween?
Cackles.
You're wearing her hat.
Oh, witches.
Witches.
I was thinking
cackle.
of a clown. And I was like, that's not right. What do clowns do?
Can you give us an example?
I can't.
Just a little one.
I can't.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it.
I don't even know how to cackle.
Think of a witch.
I think you have
I
an
think
idea.
Rocky should do it.
No. Cackle is a guy can't cackle.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I think
Ready?
you can do really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also heard you cackle
My
Out
lips
of the
just kind of sounds like that.
out of the context of Halloween. I've heard you cackle several times.
That's an excellent point. I think mine just laugh like that sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
These are just some fun little Halloween things. So cackle could be that laugh itself, or you could use it as the verb to cackle,
Mhm.
right? The witch cackled in the night. Something can be
Nice.
something can be blood curdling. You can have a shriek, right? Something that's just like a really high pitched scream,
Mm-hmm.
and a claw.
And that is our Halloween vocabulary. You guys maybe do one more if you have. Do you have one more off the top? of your
Yeah,
head?
I'll do one
Because
more.
I forgot to go grab the box. I'll be right back.
Okay, let's do. I'm doing this on the spot. What's a monster that you like with Halloween?
Vampire?
Oh, a vampire. Okay. So let's do I guess we talked about this a second ago with claw. What are those vampires' teeth called?
Fangs.
Fangs. A fang. That's like I feel like we really only see this in reference to those really long teeth. Like snake, we don't call them teeth, we call those fangs, right? Like the snake teeth. So fangs. And this is just a noun. This can't be a verb, right? What are other things that have fangs?
Spiders.
Spiders.
Spiders, bats. It's just your
Bats.
incisors if they're really
Really
If they're really long. So
Wolves have fangs. That's
I
probably
guess,
the
yeah.
main one that people would think of when they think about fang.
Mhm.
Is wolves.
Wolves, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me think of like the vampires is what we brought it up for because they have those big
Yeah.
teeth like that.
Because they have those.
They have yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
It is now time for our student submission. Our students come in and leave some questions. I'll go ahead and pull one out. Alright, go ahead and read that.
Oh, you want me to
please.
read it?
Yeah. If it's in Spanish, you can put it. You can translate.
Okay. Oh, it is in Spanish. What are the most used connector words in English?
Ooh.
I'd say "and" is up there.
Yeah.
You're talking about
But.
something "and,"
But
but is probably used a lot more than
Mhm.
"and."
But a lot.
A lot is a connector word.
Is that a
that is
connector
used.
word?
Yeah.
that's a frequency adverb.
Frequency adverb.
A lot of these connector words I feel like are gonna be prepositions.
Yeah.
We're gonna get things like and, but, so, huge connector word.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I teach my students about so, I always make myself laugh because I go, okay, let's move on. So, as I'm talking about it,
Probably
right?
well as well.
Well,
As well.
as well.
As well as you so much. It's not a connector word, but
As well, or well itself is a connector
well
word,
is,
though.
but as
Well as, but not as in like good. Well as in like bueno,
Yeah.
comma.
Yeah.
Bueno. Some of them are gonna be filler words too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you say right
Like-
a lot.
I say right probably every 10 seconds,
Mhm.
especially in class, because I go, "This is what we're doing, right?
Right.
right,
Which, I
right."
mean, that's used a lot in Spanish as well. People say no ve, or at least they
Yeah.
used to.
Oh, verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think the most common ones are for sure but,
And
and,
so,
yeah.
I think these are all used pretty commonly.
But the hard part is knowing when to use them and when not to use them. Because a lot of times in Spanish, I don't know if anyone's ever said this to you guys, but when Americans learn Spanish, because we're trying so hard to be understood, we just say things very to the point. Like, people have told me, like, you're very, like, almost aggressive in the
Super direct,
in the way
uh-huh.
you use
Because you don't have those connector words.
because I
in
don't have the
Spanish?
connector
Oh.
words. I'll just be like, if I want to say in Spanish, like, let's do the example in English. I'm gonna go to the bank, right? In English, I'm going to go to the bank. Voy a ir al banco, right? In Spanish, I'll just be like, voy a ir al banco, right? It's very direct. It's very
Uh-huh.
straightforward. It's the direct translation.
Uh-huh.
But some people are going to be like, okay, like, that's a little bit aggressive. Whereas in English, if you were like, I'm going to go to the bank, that's, man, okay, it's to the point. It's not aggressive,
It's
but
just chill. It's just normal.
but it's very direct. Like, if you're in a conversation and somebody says it like that, you're like, oh, this is important, right? I'm going to go to the bank. It's like, oh, he needs to go to the bank. But if you use a word like over, which is a preposition, I'm going to go over to the bank. Voy a ir. Over doesn't have any...
Por, I guess.
But, like, over just doesn't really have any usage in the actual sentence.
No. Right.
Because, like, you're not actually flying over anything or doing anything over. You're just saying, I'm going to go over to the bank.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much softer, a lot less intense.
Mm-hmm.
And us as Spanish as a second language learners, we say things without the over. We say
Interesting.
just, I'm going to go to the bank, where everything is like very urgent and oddly aggressive.
I think another one, I was thinking about this the other day with my more advanced students. The verb head, as in go. Like, instead of I'm going to go to the bank, I'm going to head to the bank.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes it sound more natural and it's less urgent.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Why is this? That doesn't make any sense.
People lead with their head.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
But prepositions, now that we're on that topic, prepositions are just so important in creating like fluid sentences in English and being understood in a way that it doesn't clarify anything, but it clarifies the emotion. Right? It's like, I'm gonna head over to the bank versus like I'm going to the bank.
Yeah.
Right?
One sounds a lot more direct and a lot stronger. Well, and even if I try to get my students to kind of flow a little bit more because, for example, if I say, I want to eat lunch, I don't have any money.
Boom, boom.
It's like, it's super to the point and there's not a lot of like character in it, you know? But if they say like, I kind of want lunch, but I don't really have any money.
Yeah.
Right? We throw in some of those like really kind of, but like that just makes it flows a lot better, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's podcast. This is our Halloween one. It comes out so tomorrow for you guys. Happy Halloween. Yeah. Right now we're on break for Tower of Babel, so everything's a little bit more tranquil, a little bit more calm. But if you know someone who wants to learn English from Americans like us, go ahead and share this video, talk to them. We have some cool promotions right now, and we will see you guys next time. Stay immersed.
Immerse
Is it
yourself.
immerse yourself or
Immerse
stay
yourself.
We need to figure that out.
I think it's immerse yourself.
All right, let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Immerse
yourself.